Hello and welcome to an Active Knocker update video. In this video, I'm going to show you the brand new updates that we just launched. So let's click to log into the app. And when you log into the app, you'll notice, first of all, it's a little bit of a cleaner user interface with the new iOS release on this knock and manage territory sliders. We implemented these clean sliders that iOS now has. So a big update you guys and gals wanted to see is the ability to search and locate addresses and do multiple things with an address. So here at the upper right-hand side, you'll see we have this magnifying glass. If we click it, we now have new pins and existing pins. To start, let me explain what existing pins are. Well, while you're using Active Knocker and pinning homes and properties and maybe perhaps writing customers' names, you will have pins that are already in your Active Knocker app. So you can search based on existing pins that you already have. Like maybe you want to pull up a customer named Yolanda. When you do, it'll instantly filter in real time and it'll pull up that existing pin. So let's delete that and let's go over to new pin. The massive update we did based on your amazing feedback was the ability to type in an address. Let's just say 10445 and let's do 151st Street, if that's even an address here in the Edmonton area. Yes, it is. So let's select that one. Now, what it's going to say is, do you want to assign this pin after I select the address to a salesperson who's underneath you? Do you want to add this pin directly to your map? Or do you want to navigate over to this pin? So to start, let's do the first one, assign a pin. If I click on assign pin, instantly a pop-up happens and it says, well, who do you want to assign this pin to? Which salesperson who's underneath you do you want to assign this pin to? So let's just say I want to assign it to this person. When I click assign, it'll instantly notify that person that they have a brand new pin and place it on their map so they can head over to the property or do what they need on this pin. And do note, whenever you click on a pin, you have multiple things that you can do on a pin, such as adding notes, adding contact details, to-dos, proposals, and even changing the pin directly on the pin. Or maybe perhaps, the address. Sometimes when you pin a property on Google Maps, Google doesn't quite have the exact address down. Where you see the blue bar on the right-hand side, this pencil icon, if you click it, you can modify the address and put the correct address in on that pin. And at the top in orange where it says Paul's iPad, that's the individual user that is assigned to this pin. So let's close that. And another thing I wanted to show you when I go back to the pins is here on the upper right-hand side, you have a trash icon. If you click on this trash icon and you want to delete this pin, you just hit the yes and it'll instantly delete that pin. Okay, so let's go back over to the magnifying glass and let's type in another address like 15434 and let's just go with 151st. Let's see. Okay, we have one of that. You're in the northwest of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. When we click on it, you'll see, again, you can assign the pin, add the pin, or navigate to the pin. Remember, adding the pin, what it's going to do is if I click it, it'll instantly add that pin directly to the map. So maybe it's perhaps just me. I want to add this pin here and do multiple things with this pin maybe later on, or maybe perhaps I want to create a to-do like to go back to this property at a certain time. I can add a brand new to-do on that pin, set it up with reminders, and get push notification reminders that I'm supposed to do something with that pin. And the last thing is very simple. If we just go to 10445, 147th Street, or there we go, and I click on this, and I were to go navigate to the pin, instantly what it'll do is it'll map out exactly where the pin is, where I'm located, and I will be able to navigate over to that pin. If I click on the navigate button, it'll open up in the Apple Maps and it'll take me with my GPS directions live in real time to get over to that pin. And do note when you're in this route planner where you're navigating to the pin, you can still click on the pin and do everything you need on this individual pin. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. Those are the cool updates along with some bug fixes that you guys and gals did reach out to us to fix. So remember always to keep your app up to date by going to the Apple Store and updating the app. And do note that come January first week of January 2019, we will be releasing the Android app, and everything will be syncing with one another. We're on schedule to launch it by that first week of January. So if you do have any questions, you feel free to reach out to us, support@activeknocker.com. And don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button. Please help us by sharing this in the industry. But also, if you do want to see any updates, again, we love hearing the feedback from you. Support@activeknocker.com. And if you want to get, and maybe perhaps you don't have an account with us yet, an actual Active Knocker app, your app with your sales reps, regional managers, sales managers, head over to activeknocker.com and check out directly on that page, and instantly we'll set up your account. And if you take a look at the prices right now, it is really disruptive prices here in the industry for this app. Thank you so much, and that concludes this video.